So Tesla just announced their 5-for-1 stock split. There may be some people that may not even know what that means, so let me just cover that first. In short, it just means that each Tesla shareholder will see their number of shares increase by 5. The best way to think of this, or the best analogy, is think of having like a cookie and you just want to take small bits of the cookie to make one. It makes stock ownership more accessible to employees and investors. So a split is actually a positive sign. That begs the next question. Do I buy now? Do I wait until after the split? Definitely buy. If you're buying for the long term, you're going to have no issues because Tesla long term has a very good price target. In my opinion, Tesla can definitely reach a $7,000, and I'll explain that here towards the end of the video. These are 3 things that could really impact the price of Tesla stock for the positive, and these are key things that I'd watch for, and they're most likely going to happen anyways, so I think if you're buying and holding long term, it's okay. But the first thing is, when Tesla releases the technology for 500, 600, 700 mile range electric vehicles, that is going to be one of the biggest things that drives up consumer demand. How do I know? I've talked to a lot of people who are on the fence about buying a Tesla, even getting into like a Model 3 or a lower priced model. That is basically the biggest thing. They're like, well, the range isn't bad. No one really complains that the range isn't bad, but they want something a little bit better, so it's more convenient if they do have to stop. So that's the biggest thing that I hear, and I know for a fact that would definitely drive their sales up and the demand for the vehicles even more. So that's the biggest thing that I would follow, is their battery technology. Charging times right now are pretty decent. Of course, they could be improved. Some superchargers are faster than others, depending if you're at a V2 supercharger or they have the V3 superchargers. I've had a chance to use both, and I've even done a road trip with my Tesla, and I can tell you from experience, charging times aren't bad, but I can see that, if you're used to like driving a gas vehicle, it's your first road trip, you're gonna have a little bit of range anxiety, or I should say a lot of range anxiety. Hey, you gotta stop and plan out your trips for the supercharger. The next thing is just the new software in general that Tesla rolls out. Tesla's always rolling out new technology. They have an advantage there with the technology they've already built, the infrastructure with the self-driving, and I think that's going to give them the competitive advantage. If you also look at what's happening in Austin, Texas, they're opening up the new Tesla Gigafactory. They posted 5,000 jobs online. So that is going to be giving, of course, a Tesla tax break, but also good for the local, also good for the economy and the growth there, especially in Austin. So short term, there will always be swings, but I think Tesla could definitely reach that 7,000 price target long term. It's going to take some time to get there, of course, and there's going to be ups and downs and swings along the way with any stock. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion, and I think long term, Tesla is still a very good buy. Now, one important thing that Tesla has already proved, and I want you to keep this in mind, is consumer demand. They've already proved that consumer demand is there, and you can see other automakers, they're coming out with electric vehicles left and right. They're trying to, I should say, get up to what Tesla has done this far. So that's one thing that they have proven, and you can't take away a concept once it's been proven that, hey, the consumer, the market wants this. And that's why their sales clearly illustrate the consumer demand. Like I said, that doesn't mean other competitors aren't going to enter the space. Believe me, they already are, and more will continue. But like I said, that gives, I think, because of Tesla's positioning, and that's another thing you have to keep in mind, they're in the position to stay above. They're in the position to stay above everybody else that does enter the marketplace, which also gives it a positive outlook for the long term of their stock. All right, I'm on Robinhood right now. That is my Tesla stock. I'm going to scroll up just to show you guys. Right there. If you're looking to get more updates on Tesla, I have a few other videos on my channel just talking about some experiences. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on the notifications bell, and leave a comment below and tell me what you think of everything going on with Tesla stock, or what are your predictions. Feel free to share your opinion below. I'd love to hear it.